Hello, everyone. After a long absence, I'm back to share Bible related topics with you. What do you consider to be your biggest responsibility? Is it your job, your role in the church, or a particular ministry? The Bible teaches us that as followers of Christ, our first responsibility should be our family. These are the people that God has given us to love and to serve and go through life with. We glorify God by serving our families well. A strong, unified, godly family produces effective members of the community, the church, and society as a whole. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 5 says, "If anyone does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church?" If we claim to be a servant of Christ, holiness starts in the home. A godly life starts in the home. Serving God starts in the home. So if we don't exercise love and compassion towards the members of our own family, how can we possibly witness outside of our homes? If we don't testify of Christ's grace and power within our own families, how then can we go out and testify to an unbeliever? The Bible in 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8 says, "Anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever." So this verse shows how seriously God takes their responsibility towards the family. We are called to maintain peace and unity in our family. As a family and Christ followers, we should make the time to pray together, talk about the Lord, and study His Word. As parents, it's our biggest responsibility to keep our family together and to make sure that nothing brings division amongst us, our families. Our minds should be centered on Christ, and we should be an example to our children. The devil, friends and family, knows that if he can divide the family by isolating each member, he knows that we are more susceptible to his spiritual attacks. Satan knows that if he can keep the kids in their rooms, dad focus on work and making money, and mom focus on friends, television, or any other activity away from the family, he will keep the family from spending quality time in prayer or studying the Bible. And he will effectively steal, kill, and destroy the home and family unit, because that is his objective. Satan will pit husband against wife, children against parents, all this so that he could get us alone when we are most vulnerable. If we want to prevent this from happening, we should guard our family at all costs. It is our responsibility to pray and ask God to help us to love each other regardless of our faults. We should ask God to help us forgive each other and to overlook unkindness and unselfishly look for the best for our family members. I know that at times, and personally, that is hard to do this. But especially in the middle of a heated argument, which, by the way, we should never get to that point. During the times that we are so upset, we should pray for self-control so that our response is not harmful to our family and we do not dishonor God at all times. We should be focused on Jesus so that we can guide our children to the foot of the cross. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3, we read, "But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one." Because we are bound to fail at times, God will supply the grace we need for those occasions. Therefore, rely on him. Ask him to protect your family from every threat, whether it's internal or external. For he is faithful. Trust him to establish you and your family. It's my prayer that you and your family seek God's wisdom and guidance for this day. God bless you.